The door slammed open at 7:14 a.m. Harder than it needed to. I jumped. Coffee sloshing over the rim of my mug. Burning my thumb. I didn't curse. I just stared. Poppy stood there in the hallway light. Backpack slung over one shoulder. Hair damp from the early spring rain that had started falling like it knew what was coming. Her eyes, those hazel eyes that used to crinkle when she laughed at my terrible puns, were red-rimmed. Shadowed. She looked smaller than I remembered. Like the city had chewed her up and spit her back out. "Daisy," she said. Her voice cracked on my name. Raw. Like she'd been screaming into pillows for days. I set the mug down. The clink against the counter sounded too loud in the quiet apartment. Brooklyn outside the window was waking up, car horns. Distant sirens? The low rumble of the J train, but in here. Time stopped. She dropped the backpack. It hit the floor with a dull thud. Then she crossed the room in 3 strides and stopped just short of touching me. Close enough I could smell rain on her jacket. The faint vanilla from the coffee shop she still worked at. And something sharper underneath, fear. Maybe. Or regret. I couldn't stay away, she whispered. I wanted to laugh. Or scream. Or shove her back out into the rain. Instead, my hand moved on its own, brushing a wet strand of auburn hair from her forehead. Her skin was cold. She shivered under my fingers. 3 months. 3 months since she'd walked out after that fight, the one where I accused her of always running when things got real. And she accused me of building walls so high no one could reach me. 3 months of silence. Of me pretending the bed didn't feel too big. That the left side of the couch wasn't hers by default. That every song on my playlist didn't remind me of her laugh. And now here she was. Her eyes searched mine. Desperate. I tried to forget you. God. I tried. I went out. I dated. I told myself it was over. A bitter laugh escaped her. But every time someone touched me, I saw your face. Every time I woke up alone, I reached for you. My throat tightened. I could feel the pulse in my neck hammering. You left? Poppy. You said you needed space. You said. I know what I said. Her voice broke again. She stepped closer. Our breaths mingling. I was scared. Scared of how much I need you. Scared that if I stayed, I'd lose myself in us. I closed my eyes. The memory hit like a wave, her packing that night. Tears streaming. Me standing frozen by the kitchen island. Too proud to beg. The sound of the zipper on her suitcase. The click of the door. The silence after. When I opened my eyes, she was crying. Quiet tears. The kind that slide down without sound. One caught on her lip. I wiped it away with my thumb. I came back because I can't breathe without you, she said. I don't care if it's messy. I don't care if we fight. I need you to look at me the way you used to. Like I'm the only thing that matters. The kitchen light caught the gold flecks in her irises. Outside. A truck rumbled past. Vibrating the floorboards. My heart felt like it was cracking open. I took her face in both hands. She leaned into the touch like she'd been starving for it. You broke me, I whispered. You left pieces of me all over this apartment. Her hands came up to grip my wrists. Then let me put them back together. I searched her face, the faint freckles across her nose. The small scar above her eyebrow from that time we tried skateboarding in Prospect Park, and she wiped out laughing. The way her lips trembled now. Waiting. I kissed her. Not soft. Not tentative. Hungry. Like I'd been holding my breath for 92 days and finally remembered how to exhale. She gasped against my mouth. Fingers digging into my shoulders. Pulling me closer until there was no space left between us. We tasted like coffee and salt and rain and everything we'd lost and found again. When we broke apart, foreheads pressed together. Breathing hard. She whispered. I'm sorry. I nodded. Tears burning my own eyes. Don't leave again. Never. We stood there in the morning light. Wrapped around each other. The world outside moving on without us. The rain tapped against the window like applause. Later. We sat on the floor with our backs against the cabinets. Legs tangled. Sharing the cold coffee. She told me about the nights she couldn't sleep. The way she'd drive past our building just to see if the light in the kitchen was on. I told her about the mornings I'd wake up reaching for her side of the bed. Finding it empty. And how the silence felt like drowning. We didn't fix everything in one morning. There were still scars, trust to rebuild. Words we'd have to unsay or say better. But as the sun climbed higher, painting the room in warmer gold, I looked at her, really looked, and saw the same girl who'd once stolen my hoodie and worn it like armor. The same woman who danced with me in this kitchen at 2 a.m. to old jazz records. The same person who'd chosen to come back. The look on her face when she arrived that morning, the raw hope. The fear. The love so fierce it hurt, that's the moment I still can't forget. Because in that single heartbeat, everything shifted. We weren't perfect. We were just two women who'd almost lost each other and decided, against every instinct, to run or hide. To stay. And that choice? That was enough.